guys, it's bika, and sadly the other bika, the younger one, is not going to be in this video because he is at camp and is tired, so I'm just going to make this for you guys. So some of you have been asking, well, like maybe one commenter have been asking, how do you make these bika characters right here? Well, I'm going to show you. First, I'm going to show you what you're going to need. First, and definitely the most important thing, you're going to need some multicolored bead things. Look, this is literally called multicolor activity fuse beads. So, where do you find these? I don't know. I just kind of asked for them for Christmas, and my mom got them for me. But you can probably find them anywhere. Just figure out. I think there's like some called Beatos or something. I don't know, but you get it. Just get the colors you need. For me, the color I always need is beige, like that peach color, because I'm making bladers and I'm running low on that. So yeah, just make sure it comes with a beige. You're gonna make bladers. If you're gonna make something else, then get that, the color you need. So after you get those, you're gonna need one of these. When you buy the bead set, it usually comes with one of these. It's just something you can lay the beads out on. Some tweezers of some sort, because using your, sometimes like the bead will flip over and my fingers are just too big to put them back in place. So tweezers are always good to like place the beads. I don't use them that much, but you guys might find them useful. Then we'll need some, what is this paper called? Parchment paper? I don't know. It's pretty messed up because I've been using it a lot. So yeah, this is for after you make it. You will lay this on top of them so they don't get burnt by. The next thing we're going to need, the iron. Yes, the iron is probably the second most important thing next to the beads that you're going to need. So just if you're like a kid, ask your parent first, or maybe just ask them to do the ironing for you. I'm still a little scared of the iron, to be honest. I burned myself. Then, something I like to use is another device to get your picture of your blader. So, I usually would use the one I'm using to film, but since I'm filming with that, I just got this old phone. I'm going to be making Hyuga today, if you guys, just because that's who I'm at in my order. And the last thing you'll need is just another blader to reference the height, at least for me. I guess you guys can make them any size you want, but I like to keep them small because, like I said, I don't have much beige. But yeah, Hyuga is about the same size as Volt, so I use Volt as a size reference. So that's pretty much all the stuff you'll need. Now let's get started with making them. Okay, now we're gonna begin. So I got my sheet. I made Hikaru a little while ago, but I never got time to ironing him. So to save space and time, I'm just gonna put Hyuga right here next to his brother. So there we got that set up. And for my reference, I just went on a certain YouTuber, bika. He made a video showing every Beyblade character reference on the internet. So I got one for Hyuga. I just paused the video. You guys can check it out and subscribe if you like. But yeah, we got this Hyuga reference so I can look at it to really get his colors right. Okay, now I will begin. So how I like to start is with the head. Not the hair, but just the face. So I like to go with like rows of 5. And like if they have like some stuff on their forehead, I'll probably lower it to a 3. That's what I'm going to do with Hyuga. So I do that. And then the second row, I'm gonna add the eyes. If you guys don't know how you guys like pink eyes, and you'll just place them where it'll be even. Since I do rows of 5, I will put, it'll be like a pattern. I'll go beige, eye color, beige, eye color, beige. And then you just do that for the whole, then you just do another row of 5, and Hyuga has a sun under his eye, so I'll leave one blank to get an orange blob is what I would use. Well, I'll let you guys know when I'm done with the face so we can move on to the next step. So now that we're done with the face, we're going to go on to the clothes. So for vault, I would count how many rows I did for the shirt. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So Hyuga is going to have 4 rows of beads for the shirt, and then it looks like 3 for the legs. Maybe I'll just do 4. Alright, now I'll go on to assembling it by looking at the reference and just kind of shrinking it down so it fits with the beads. So like say, I'm not going to make a sun obviously, I'll just use like 1 or 2 orange beads. Alright, now I will start making it, and you guys just watch and see. Okay, so I got all the colors that I'll be needing for this. Now just time to put them on the paper. So yeah, if you guys noticed, I just skipped the part where his skin showing on his pants. I just thought that would make the legs too long, so I kind of just skipped it. Sometimes I have to do that to, to make it all fit, I guess. And I thought that would look the best. Same with the shoes, I kind of just did 1 brown bowl bead and 1 white bead instead of as detailed as the shoes are. Anyway, let's keep going with the arms and the hair. Yeah, a lot of times you just gotta mess around with it until you like it, and I think that's probably the best it's gonna look. Spiky hair is always very hard. Well, not as hard as this guy's hair. This guy was a nightmare. Anyway, we finally finished the design. I don't need my reference anymore. I don't need vault anymore. Wow, we just go on to the ironing. So I'm waiting for the iron to warm up right now. I just want to give you guys a warning. Please be careful with the iron. Like, what I'm doing right now, laying it on the desk, don't do that. Like, I don't know, just make sure you know what you're doing. I don't want you guys to get hurt or even worse, burn your house down. So yeah, that's just a warning. Just be careful. Don't just grab an iron and do this. Like, make sure you ask a parent or someone first. Well, anyway, next time I cut, I'll start the ironing. So we have the bladers. I have this paper. You just lay it on top of them so they don't burn when you iron. Just be very careful. These beads, like the slightest movement will destroy your thing. So just be really careful. And then you just grab the iron and rub it slowly and carefully. You don't want to break the bladers. Rub it on the bladers until they are melted and stuck together. Hikaru is probably going to need a lot of ironing. So let's get into it. foot fell off. Okay, Hyuga's not done yet, so that definitely means the car was not done yet. Back to ironing. Okay, now I'd say they're definitely done. It seems that the problem why Hyuga's foot fell off was not that I didn't iron enough. It's that I ironed so much that he's stuck to the paper. So I'm gonna wait for him. You should wait for them to cool off because sometimes that happens. And when they cool off, they're a lot easier to peel. So let's wait a few minutes. When you peel off, make sure you go very slowly and carefully. I actually did this before I turned the camera on because I can't hold a camera and peel this. You just gotta be that careful. So let's reveal the results. Fresh Hikaru and Hyuga straight from the oven. Hyuga looks pretty good. His leg that broke is a little deformed, if you guys can see that. And Hikaru, some of his hair pieces didn't stick, so we'll have to redo that again. That's just something that happens sometimes when you make these. If you guys can tell, some of mine have missing limbs or weird, like, deformed limbs. That just happens sometimes. So overall, I think these turned out pretty good. Tell me what you guys think in the comments and who you think turned out better. Now, once they cool off a little more, I will peel them and put them in the box of my bladers. Let's give them a few minutes. So it's been a few minutes. So when they dry, you just peel them off. Make sure you really stick your nails under them. Like, you don't want them to break. And here we are, finished Hyuga. That is how you make one of these bladers. If you guys want to see Hikaru too, he turned out pretty good. Gotta fix those hair pieces, but I'll do that later on. So we got 2 new bladers for the box, and now are welcome to Bika episodes. Well, here you go, guys. Join the party. See you guys later. Bika Bowl, out.